a month to 2 months leading up to when it first got put on frame stands that I really didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what show was getting debuted at. I didn't know if we were even going to do it. I didn't know if it was even possible with how much stuff we had lined up. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it just like slapped me in the face. And it was like, we have a couple weeks to get this thing done. Alright guys, so we are finally going to pick up my new truck. I'm so freaking excited. I spent all day with the bank and everything taken care of, and now we are gonna be on our way to go pick it up. I know I get a ton of messages and a lot of you guys have been waiting for the new build. This one's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be better, and I'm excited to go see it. We fucking got it. All right, it's a King Ranch. It's a 2012, and I'm thrilled. What's up guys, it's Lawson. This is my 2012 Ford F-250 King Ranch that we just finished up, sitting on 26/16s, 38s, and an 8-inch lift. So when I first started shopping around after I sold my Silverado, I knew that I wanted to get into a 3/4 ton truck. I wanted to get a bigger setup, run bigger wheels, run bigger lifts, and I just want to continue to level up. I think my dream has always been an Illuma Duty, but I wanted to level up to the next part. You know, this is my first diesel.
Yo! What up? This thing's dirty as fuck.
It's very dirty.
Oh.
What do you think?
I think this thing's sick.
Nonetheless, this one fell in my lap. Ended up taking it for a drive. We knew that a snowstorm was coming in, what they later on labeled a snow squall, which I've never heard of in my life. But it was bad. It was terrible. All right, why is there hazards on, bro? I can't see a thing. So, you know, there's things that popped up that I don't think would have deterred me from buying it. It's just things that popped up that I later on had to fix, which was all part of the process. Alrighty, so we got this thing all washed up. This color looks absolutely amazing, especially under light. So I'll show you guys the interior a little bit. King Ranch, your standard King Ranch. Coming in the back, we're gonna point out a couple 2-tree things that are not the greatest. Black, right? Black door cards. I was like, oh yeah, he just, you know, he put in some black door cards. No, he didn't. He spray painted them. So yeah, that happened. There is a little crack in the windshield. So we are going to have to take care of that. It's a little bit of a project truck. It's 10 years old. I'm not mad.
What size tire are you going with on this thing?
You want to talk about the build plans right now?
I don't know. There's 39s over there. You should go see what that looks like compared to the stock setup. Oh, look at that. You don't even need a lift kit.
No. And these are smaller than what I actually want to go with. With that, I don't know what the next scene is. So we'll just see you there. Wheel spacers, instruction manual for you guys to do it at home if you want. Luckily, I have a banker. I'm very confused. Why does one need so many shocks?
It says here you only need 4.
Well, I got a lot more than 4. Half my lift kit's on the floor. But I didn't leave my vehicle in neutral without an e-brake and took my door off my 1 mile and Bronco.
You want to take your wheels off?
Hi, front wheels are off. Dude, is this what it would look like if I had her squatted? My brothers in Carolina would love me.
Oh, don't worry. It still gets sketchier. I have to pick the back up with the forklift.
Wait, are we like good here now? Like I said, I have a banker. So it finally went on frame stands. That was an experience. You know, the front wasn't as bad, but when Banker picked up my rear bumper with a forklift, that was enough to make me freak out a little bit. So what was that cracking?
That's just a frame and stuff. You're good.
Oh, nice, dude. Sweet. So on my last build, my Silverado was pretty simple. It was pretty easy. It didn't take as long. We didn't get as in depth of tearing everything down. So this time around, I knew that I wanted to do that. I knew that I wanted to touch every little aspect of the truck. We got to start to really get in, sand the frame, tear everything out of here, get everything powdered and all that. And then it really got to tearing down. Whether it was we're ripping this out, we don't need it, or ripping this out, bagging it, labeling it, taping it off for paint or powder, what color it was gonna be, especially with it being a two-tone match underneath the truck. We really had to deep dive on, you know, what we wanted to be tan, what we wanted to be brown, what we wanted to be black. It took a long time.
Anyway, no, so I just wanted to decide if brown's gonna be your main color with just tan accents, or if we want to do it half brown, half tan.
You're better at this. I suck at this. You've sent plenty of SEMA trucks with powder coated.
Yeah, I know. I can't decide if it's gonna look okay with that big blob of tan in the middle or not.
I mean, do you want me to Photoshop it quick?
Wouldn't hurt.
Working with Banker hand in hand, just next to each other, you know, he knows pretty much everything there is to building trucks. I know pretty much nothing when it comes to building trucks. So other than, you know, I know some stuff, but it was really cool to get educated and really learn some stuff from the master himself. You know, I've watched him over the last 6 years build trucks, hundreds of trucks, so. Dude, that looks fucking sweet. Alrighty, so now that we sent everything off to powder coat, now we're gonna kind of prep some stuff that needs to go off to paint. Headlights need to get tore apart. The grill needs to get tore apart because we're actually gonna use the shell that's currently on there for the new insert for the Boost Bars grill. Things are currently getting powdered. Time to prep stuff to get painted and then bring it all back together. Super excited. So obviously when we first talked about it, it was different. But that was also because we were going a different route with everything. I could see this being like a majority brown, but like the King Ranch and the tan.
The problem is I'd like the logos to be the tan. This is definitely one that we should take a picture of and have Jared Photoshop it so we can figure out colors.
I'm gonna go tell Jared.
Yeah, you screwed Lawson up.
All right, come on, do the thing.
All right, I got the thing. What layer is the bottom one? The mesh?
Mesh on the bottom.
Then that's the very top, right?
That's the very top.
There's this and that. Oh, that's like
That's the second layer. That's the third layer. We kind of want to chrome the mesh, but then we'd have to powder it super chrome, which is doable. Nailed it. Oh, my man's a fucking legend.
Banker.
That I don't know how I'm gonna cut that because normally I would use my air saw.
So this is what we're thinking. We're thinking we polish up the middle plate.
So that'll just like blend into the background, which I think you kind of want.
Like that.
There you go, that's the move.
You can tell that this is my man's favorite tool. He's making like curve cuts with a Sawzall. I think the coolest aspect of the build, the coolest part, is definitely learning and definitely seeing the stuff that you normally wouldn't see. You know, tearing apart axles, gutting them completely, and then seeing them coming back freshly powdered, rebuilding them. Powder coat guy just showed up, dropped off some powdered parts. Super excited for that. I was like, this guy's insane. He just picked it up like not even a week ago, so shout out to him. Huge ass help on that, but I'm excited to see what this looks like. Obviously, we've seen the wheels with the brown, but we're now gonna get into a little bit more of the tan and get a good idea of how this is gonna match up. So boxing. Every time people talk to me about like the two-tone and powder in the two-tone, my black and purple truck was one thing, but now it's like leveling up your builds. Like this time I wanted to do something that I haven't seen before. I'm excited to get the two-tone to match the paint and just dial in every little detail. Before I knew it, stuff was going out to paint, stuff was going out to powder. And then the true SEMA crunch really hit when we were in the final week and there was still stuff, you know, coming back from paint and powder. I got all the final stuff back from paint and powder on Thursday morning. That left me Thursday all day and Friday all day to put this thing back together from scratch with nothing underneath the truck with Banker. 2 days. So I've always been a pretty like gullible kind of guy, especially when it comes to stuff that I really don't know. And Baker's kind of a smart ass, so half the time it's hard to really understand if he's being serious or if he's trying to bust my balls. I can never tell.
So these are all the gears and stuff, all zip tied together. All the shims have to go in the same exact way they came out. So that's like extremely stressful.
Yeah.
But I have a Cody banker, so it's a lot of metal. Puzzle. It's puzzle. Yeah, I will not.
Thought it was a Southern truck. No rust.
This is a Southern truck.
That's rust.
Southern showroom trucks don't have rust. I never said I had a showroom truck.
You're in a snowball's chance in hell you're leaving Friday at noon. Not happening. I figured.
Why? We've done it before.
Ain't happening. Just
Like whenever we're building anything, there's always a deadline.
So when he told me that we weren't making it, I mean, I had to ask him 3-4 times because like I really didn't think if he was just trying to give a buffer time or if he really truly didn't think that we were going to make it. And
Wait.
I
think he's painting it Wednesday night.
I got you, dog.
Bruh. Wait, leave it Saturday. He said Wednesday he's painting all the parts after work hours.
honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know if we were going to make it.